I know y'all wondering why I always say it's duct tape from upstate 518 to be exact. Soon as I jumped off the porch, I was grinding G-Packs. Know that, aka Network King. Simply because that's exactly who I am. More so the reason why my platform is you can quote me on this. Because I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I keep it a stack with everything I do, and I stand on that. Listen, man, adversity was like a first cousin or a god brother. That motherfucker was always around. That just is what it is when you're a product of the trenches, man. Listen, I worked hard to get where I'm at today, overcoming a couple of state bids, countless years in the system. Chuck, don't get it twisted though, I still ain't make it out. Nowadays for me, it's all about the aura that's being presented. And I had to learn, always respect the process.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Duct Tape from Upstate 518 to be exact. Since I jumped off the porch, I was grinding G-Packs. Know that, aka Network King, man. Welcome to the Quotes Podcast, where you quote me on this. This is where we discuss quotable statements that create quotable moments, man. I want to let y'all know. I gotta put y'all in on something, man. Before we get into anything else, I gotta give this man that's sitting across from me a proper introduction, man. Because I work hard on these things, people. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Because when you have people of this type of caliber in your circumference, you have to give people the proper introduction, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're in for something truly special. Joining us in the studio, however, this is not the studio, this is his studio. This is where he performs his work at all times. This is his home base, all right? As a triple threat whose impact resonates across multiple creative landscapes, man. The one, the only Humble, also known as Humble Hefe. All right, look there. However, that ain't it. All right, in a world where excess often takes center stage, Humble has carved out his own lane, letting his work speak volumes while maintaining an authenticity that's rare in today's industry, man. All right, whether he's crafting soundscapes to move crowds, curating visual experiences that challenge perspectives. Listen, man, this guy here, he's the one. All right, he challenges. He challenges the crowd and is pursuing the boundaries of fashion with his distinctive style. Humble embodies the essence of a true Renaissance artist, man. His journey through music, visual artistry, and fashion isn't just about creating content. It's about cultivating culture. With a portfolio that spans across genres and mediums, he's proven that creativity knows no bounds when passion meets purpose. You feel me? So today, we'll dive deep into the mind of the artist who's redefining what it means to be a multidisciplinary creator in 2025. Please welcome to the show, Humble Hefe.
Shout it out, man. Thank you. I ain't gonna really shit. No, thank you.
So, I appreciate you being here, good brother.
Yes, sir, man. Can I take a shot to that intro?
Nah, yeah. To the introduction, yeah. Shot to that, man. Shut it up, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. Definitely blessed to have you here, man.
Yo,
on your platform.
I want to say this is how I want to start, right?
Okay.
I want to start by saying I appreciate you. Like, we met through a mutual friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Salute to her because she
Beautiful soul.
top tier. You feel me? Salute to her. She brought us together and in a way that is like undeniable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She knows my vision. She's been around me for years. And then she, stumbled across you. I'm not gonna say stumbled across you, however y'all met. And then it was
cross paths.
It was very. Listen, she was. Yo, when I tell you, she was like very, very like adamant. Like, yo, you gotta meet him, Duck. You gotta meet this guy. Like, he's like, you know, he's in tune. Like, he's official. He does his own thing. So I'm like, yo, make the call, connect the call. You know what I'm saying? So the first conversation that you and I had, you know, was through her. So that shit was super dope. Like I said, I just want to commend you, man, because from the first time we met, you know, you heard me out. I heard you out. I see what you had going on. You see what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? And that shit it's just been going up since then, man. It's been going up since then. We've been in touch with each other. This is my first time doing the On the Move podcast. If you've seen me, this is episode 45. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all been watching since 1, you feel me? This is this is MJ when he came back. That's why I was there. MJ when he came back. You know what I'm saying? He made a bag. He made a bag on the comeback for real. I'll tell you shit. So ever since that first moment, you know what I'm saying, I pulled up, he showed me what he has going on. We'll you know, delve deep into that. We'll get into all that when it comes to your fashion sense, which is impeccable.
Appreciate you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way you see things and the way you put things together, phenomenal.
Thank you, man.
I pulled up the first time wearing because I told you I like to wear local shit. Whether it's local or whether it's not local, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd rather wear shit that comes from the people, from the culture, for real. You know what I'm saying? First time I pulled up wearing Humbly Him. He was like, nah, I can that's like that. Well, that's fire. My name basically, Humbly Him. You feel me? So salute to my guy Sleeves, you know what I'm saying? Salute the Sleeves. I pulled up wearing that, and then today I pulled up wearing that Fetty. You know?
Yeah, that's another hard one.
Look at my guy Biggie, you know, you out there, come on, you tapping in. Y'all gotta, you know, figure out what's going on. The next time you see me in some shit, it's gonna be in his shit.
You, man, network, link up.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, to make a long story short, like, you gotta network with people that you know is gonna be on your same type of time. And that's basically what the conversation was when we first met. Was just being on the same type of time, being on the same playing field, and just having the same visuals as what one another have. So yeah, you know, that shit was super dope. So before we start and get into anything, I just wanted to put that out there first. Before we get into anything else, you know, this is the Quotes Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta start with a quote, and then I'll expound on the quote, and then you know, you can tell me what you feel about the quote itself as well. All right. So the quote of this episode is: keep going because you don't realize you're turning mountains into speed bumps. Keep going because you don't realize you're turning mountains into speed bumps. So for me, what that means for me, right? If there's ever a time you sat and you was like, yo, this is too much, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and give it up. Don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just have to have that ideal in your mind. It's gonna get greater later. You know, you turning what they say, the opposite of it. You turning a mountain out of a molehill type shit. You feel me? Yeah. It's just the reverse of that. You feel me? Because you might see something to be a tall task. And then once you get over this shit, you look back on it like, yo, damn, that shit wasn't really that bad, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, that shit really wasn't that bad, for real. So that's what I get. Like, you're turning mountains into speed bumps, man. You might have to slow down a little bit just to get over the, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to fuck the shots up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fuck the shots up. You want to stay sturdy out here.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have to slow it down. You know, something might slow you up a little bit. However, that is not enough to stop you, man. That's not enough to stop you, man.
That's a way to put it.
G shit, like it's not enough to stop you. It may slow you down just a tidbit. That's not enough to stop you, man. It's just not enough, man.
That's what a speed bump is. It's meant to just slow you down, put you to a pace regardless, though, when you think about it. But I would say that quote, though, I would take that same analogy and the breakdown that you got, where I would say to take a mountain and turn it into a speed bump, you would have to be consistent. Regardless of the fact, I don't feel like there'll ever be a speed bump, though, because a mountain is nothing that you're ever going to speed over. So, in a sense, with that quote, I would say the speed bump part, you could turn it to a bump, but you're not going to turn it to a speed bump, because no matter how much you try, you're not going to get over a mountain fast.
At all. You got to take your time.
You got to take your time. Even with a speed bump, you got to slow down. So, any mountain in life, I would tell you, like, you just got to look at it as a chance to slow down. You're going to get over it. You're just not going to get over it fast, but you're just going to have to stick to it. You're going to get over that mountain.
Take your time.
Well, once you get over that shit, it was just a bump. You made it through now. Fuck that shit.
You got to be more careful, baby.
I'm trying to tell you.
You got to take your time, man.
Hold up.
G shit. In a nutshell, just take your fucking time, man.
I feel like that's where a lot of people fuck up. They're trying to turn mountains into speed bumps. You can't do that. In my opinion, you can't do that. Like, even looking at what we're doing right now, what you got going on, like the brand new building, it's not going to build overnight. That's a mountain that you're getting over right now. To get to the top, it's not a speedy process.
You should.
So you would be messing up right now if you're trying to turn this mountain into a speed bump, because it's impossible to become a speed bump. That's how I look at it.
G shit. I'll take a shot to that, man. We got to take a shot to that, man. I was top tier. I appreciate that.
That's what that hot fire like Daiwan used to.
Daiwan used to say his name 3 times.
Daiwan 5 times. That's 5 times in the world. Daiwan. That's hot
So now we're gonna have to say Hefe.
Roll up.
No, I appreciate that, man. Hey, yo, listen. All right, so let's delve into it, man. Let's just get into it, man. Let everybody know, let all the followers know, all the listeners, all the watchers know, where you from, what do you represent?
Okay. Me, Humble Hefe. I'm from Hempstead, Long Island, 516 to be exact, man. I represent Loved Ones, Day Ones, music, and the brand. That's my brand. I'm the CEO, I'm the ambassador and the creator of that brand. Loved Ones, that's that symbol you see right here. Whenever you say Loved Ones, Day Ones, that's what that represents. That's the brand. You know what I'm saying? And I came up with that honestly when I was locked up. Because if you did time, so you understand, like, you have a lot of time to sit down and think and analyze what's going on in your life, what's important and stuff. So my statement, word them over. You got a lot of soul searching to do. If you ain't doing it, you're really wasting your time in there. And I feel like a lot of people that get recycled in the prison didn't really soul search them times they was in there the first time. That's why they keep going back. Go in there, soul search, you're gonna find yourself. You're not gonna go back after that. I feel that's my point.
G shit.
Word them over. But I did some soul searching, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I felt was valuable and important at the time, I realized after I was doing the 7-year bid, wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody I would consider I was really riding and going crazy and throw my life out the window for wasn't there when everything was said and done. You know what I'm saying? It was only really like my family, which would be my loved ones. And my day ones would be considered people like my wifey, baby mother, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I came up with the whole brand based upon what I realized I had to align my values with and what's really valuable. I feel like anybody in life understands or protects their loved ones and their day ones. That's what we're really living for. And you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So that's how I came up with the brand. And the brand itself, I came up with it in a hard time. Obviously, I was doing time, but I turned that situation into this. And you can see I do hoodies, I do sweatsuits, I do hats, I do whatever you want to do. We do full embroideries.
Hold on, wait, before you get it all. So, all right, so boom, Hempstead.
Yes.
Long Island. Salute to look. I ain't gonna hold you. I was locked up with a few Hempstead niggas.
LIG.
I was locked up with a few LIG niggas. I know, like, cause this is, just give us a little backdrop, a little backstory about your upbringing and where you're from, because let's be clear, not everybody that's watching or everybody that's listening don't know about Hempstead. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing that is misconstrued is
Long Island is a suburb and it's sweet or so.
like, you know what I'm saying? So just give us a little insight, like just give us a little backdrop, just give us a little backstory, about you, what you had to overcome, what you had to go through to get to the man you are today.
All right, well, that's a long story. I'm gonna make sure, but I'm from Hempstead, Long Island, and everybody when they think about if they heard about Hempstead, 9 out of 10, the first place they think about is Terrace Ave. You know, shout out to everybody from TA that I know and I fuck with. It's all love, but I'm not from Terrace. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just an example, though. Anybody that knows Terrace, they know that's like the 300. Hempstead, like you know how the whole block. It's just an example, like, but just to break it down, like if we can have an old block right there, that just can explain to you that it can be a lot ghetto in other places in the area. So we do have a place called the Hamptons, yes, where people's rich and all that shit. That's not the whole Long Island, people. Like, I'm trying to be right here. That's not the whole Long Island. What about that shit? Because y'all be like, y'all hear Long Island and y'all use a stereotype and just feel like everybody from out there is just rich. It's nothing. Number one, it's hood anywhere you go. You can go and find places anywhere, bro. So don't get it twisted and think you can't go to a white town where it's a bunch of rich people and run into somebody that'll boom you for real. Like it can really happen. But long story short, I'm from Hempstead. The track side is the area that I'm from. We're about a couple blocks from Terrace, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, growing up, it was just regular shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? My father's a pastor. I was raised a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father's a pastor. My mom, you know, the mother is the wife of a pastor. So I was raised in the church. I played the drums, you know, and the bass guitar. That's why I basically got into music. You know, since I was a kid, I was already playing the drums or the bass guitar. I have 2 brothers, one of them passed, rest his soul. Well, he used to sing Armani. Anybody that knows, we was a group at one point. He was an amazing singer. I ain't gonna lie. He was nice. He used to always sing. Then I have another brother. He played the keyboard. He's a beast with the keyboard. Like anybody, I'll put money on him against anybody. Like he one of them. Like I put money. I'll put money on my brother against anybody. Like for real. Like he's one of them. Like you'd be surprised. But like so, it was always something. My father played the lead guitar. My mom sang. So I was always like that. But as far as the street situation that happened, because you gotta understand, and I learned from this too. Like you can't over shelter your kid. You know what I'm saying? You be overprotecting them and trying to shelter them from certain shit. Once they experience it, they're going to go out there. You know what I'm saying? They're going to wild out. So that was kind of my situation. My parents tried to keep me on the porch till I was like 14, 16. Once I got to high school, it was over. I ain't going to... Message! Yeah, my father was a pastor, I'm being real, but... You know what I'm saying? So I started hitting and hopped off the porch. Once I got to 9th grade, I was 14, 16, 14. You know what I'm saying? I hopped off the porch and it was just regular shit. You know? It was just over from there. It was over from there. You know what I'm saying? I always did music though. You know what I'm saying? I always rapped. I always tried to stay on the right path, but you know how the streets go sometimes.
So you said drums.
Yeah, I play the drums. Like,
so are you still fluent with the drums? Is that something that you?
Yeah, I'm a beast. I ain't gonna front.
So from live shit,
put me on the drum set right now. I get busy. That's all. I ain't even gonna lie. That's all.
Some shit just don't really. I'm still right. I'm with you.
I can play the drums.
I was just having a conversation last evening about the fact that I used to play saxophone in high school. Not high school, grade school. Yeah, I used to play saxophone. I used to want to play the saxophone. I used to love that shit. Like that shit. I'm trying to. I thought I was cool as shit. Yeah. And the reason why I thought I was cool as shit, right? Yeah, because it was something different. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that was the ordinary, especially from, you know, where we're from. You know what I'm saying? We're from you know, we were inner city youths, like, if
Nobody playing no saxophones in the hood.
nobody's paying us, like, and when I used to bring that shit home, my mom did this big ass case. I used to lug that motherfucker home every day, and my mom used to, you know, she would never shun me. She would never be like, nah, fuck out of here. She would be like, baby, go on the back porch and practice that shit. She would promote me, support it. It's like, you just can't do that shit in here. And so I wasn't as nice as, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a real music connoisseur.
I used to want to play the saxophone.
Yo, exactly. I'm strong. Certain shit. Certain shit. Look them up. It's just certain shit. When you come from the area, when you come from certain shit, it's certain shit turn you on. I'm a music nigga from the heart, which I can see that you are, because you're family, you know, they put that into you. So let's delve into a couple of questions. How long have you been doing music? All right, we know you've been doing music since you was a jit with the drums and in the church. However, how long have you been rapping? Since when? Like, when did it come to you? Was like, yo, rap is what it is.
Yo, I would say I was in middle school. And it's funny, yo, because like I said, my father was a pastor. But when I first started rapping, my sister used to be like some shoot 'em up, bang, bang, rah, rah shit. And I used to always write them down. So you know how that ended. So, long story short, one day, my book,
Not a rapper.
oh my God. He swore it was the murder message to everybody but Jesus. Yeah, I got my ass whooped, something sincere though. But it all really started though, like with my rapping shit, it all really started. My rapping shit, like that, I was like, I was crying and shit, I'm not for this, not for real. Like, but anyway, like, long story short, like, I used to do poems. Like, that's how I really started off. Like, I used to do poems. Like, that's how I used to really write them up before I had to really bag and pick. I'm trying to tell it all starts. It was poetry.
Emotion, man.
I ain't, like, before I could just walk up to a chick and say, what's up, shorty? I could just walk up to her, I was young, and give her a poem. The chick would read it. And I it's lit after that. So I was always doing poems. So, but then one day I realized, like, my poems was already rhyming, and it was kind of like music just without a beat. You know what I'm saying? So I decided, like, yo, let me try to do a poem to a beat. And then I realized at that moment, like, music is really just poetry on music. You understand what I'm saying? And it just was his.
I ain't gonna lie. Poetry was my first love when it came to this shit.
Not for my
Like, poetry was my first love when it came to this shit. And I'm gonna say this because it allowed me to express myself
safely, bro.
You know what I mean?
No,
and without any conviction, like without any contradiction, like without any of that
judgment type shit.
You know what I mean? It allowed me to express myself, and it allowed me to, like you said, just feel like, bro, this is me. This is my fact. I'm writing this to me for real. You know what I mean? I'm maybe writing it about someone else or something. Yeah. However, I'm just writing this to me. It's kind of like a journal. Does anybody have a journal out there? I'm sure people have journals. I know grown individuals that still keep journals.
I would say my music is journals. Every song, because you know, bro, on some G journal, like my music is a journal. Like every song that I write is a different expression, a different feeling, or something that I went through or going through or experienced. So in a way, I don't have an actual physical journal. But now that we're talking about it, I would realize now that my music is my journal.
Absolutely. So it started from middle school. It started from middle school, and you started with poetry.
Yeah.
Which turned into Florida.
So in the poetry. Where's the more poetry? I'll tell you, it turned into high.
So, well, with that being said, right?
Yeah.
Just give us some insight and give us an idea about like what your music represents. Did it deter from the poetry to where you're at now? Is it the same kind of You know, did it change any?
I would say
from when you first started.
When I first started, of course, it changed a lot.
Okay.
When I first started, of course, it's only natural that it would change. You know what I'm saying? It's going to mature, grow, develop, and stuff like that.
So what influenced the poetry? What influenced the poetry?
Like I said, I couldn't really bag chicks at the time.
Okay.
That was my way. Before I had the courage to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was more of like that was my game. I'm gonna keep it about like poetry was my game. Like anybody that I went to Washington Road School in Hempstead, everybody. I'm trying to tell you because I was the dude that they would come to do the cards for their show. I was nice like that. Though. Like I made a lot of relationships happy. I'm gonna be buck, right? I made a lot of relationships happy. It might be the reason why you sit with your bitch. She get a buck. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude. Like used to pay me on the road, and I never said nothing about. I'm gonna keep it real. Like that was just my gift, though. You know what I'm saying? Just like you might have a friend that might be nasty with text messages. You might get your chili stress you. When you get that, like I was really niggas with that type of gift. I could say some super smooth shit. So that was my shit, though. Like I realized, like yo, if I could say poetry, you know what I'm saying? I could just say it to a chick straight up. So then. It really was a challenge. The chick made me spit a poem to her in her face. And then when I had to do that, I kind of realized if I could make that poem on the spot for shorty, I could just talk to her and spit game. And so it's like, and then dead ass.
Yeah, you know it's so crazy because I had a conversation. You know, I ain't gonna make it hot. However, with a motherfucker, because you said the text message shit, right?
Yeah.
She was like, yo, I used to goddamn what? Give me your phone, bitch. I'll make you what? They see you in the cash out. They see you know cash out chilling. Damn, you a golfer. People like this. You guys just use like those you use. I think it's just ghost riders, nigga. These are life riders, nigga. You know, you think ghost riders to motherfuckers' lives, changing lives, bro. Like G shit. Some of y'all kids is here because of me.
You never tell. Like, I would have been that wrote that poem. I held it down. I'm trying to tell you, I held it down like a man. I'm trying to tell you. Really like niggas, man. I'm the reason why your business is I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I feel like some niggas used to get mad at me because when you think about it, you gotta think about it, like if a nigga really did your poem to bag your bitch, deep down you gotta know that nigga could bag my picture. Cause nigga think about it, nigga be mad as hell. Like nigga, I don't want to, but now he might. I know what he could. He did it. Like he just did it. What he did. I'm trying to tell you. I wasn't the one who did it. Think about how many niggas was mad at me for no reason. Why him? What I did? What I did? I wrote the poem. Out of here. I'll tell you what. Fuck that nigga. Don't fuck with that nigga. I'm gonna tell you that nigga ain't shit. He ain't shit. Should be crazy. Low down. Yeah, together. That's wild, though. However, this is why we're here. We're here to promote you. I appreciate it. We're here to highlight you. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? What I usually do is give gifts and shit. It was off cam. We did this shit. It was a couple of weeks ago and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why we taking shots of it. You know what I'm saying? Chokes in the back. Yeah, we did this off cam. However, now, so how did you get into fashion after rap? Okay, so rap was still cool. Okay, excuse me. Yeah. Rap started in middle school, right? Yeah. What made you get into fashion? What sparked that fashion bug? Because what I've noticed is that, matter of fact, let's take this time to go ahead and shout out what you were speaking to earlier. Salute the brand. Shout out the brand. Love One's Day Ones. Love One's Day Ones. We see where it came from. However, you do a lot of branching off. Yeah, that's a fact. You know, the cold world is what you're wearing now. Yes. Like got the hoodies and everything. Be out here. Yeah, so this is, it's freezing out, and it's freezing. I'm trying to tell you, New York, it's fucking freezing out here. Yeah.
So when did you know fashion was your thing?
Yo, honestly, when I was locked up, like it was never something I thought I was gonna do. I had no idea. Like, honest to God, it was just something. Like, when I was locked up, I literally was just sitting down. You got some soul searching to do, so I'm praying and I'm asking God, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll be real with you. When you're in prison, it's a lot. All you doing is having people tell you what to do. They control all your shit, your movements and everything. And I realized once I came home, I was like, I don't want to be in that same position where somebody is telling me what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't come today, I can't feed my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to be in the position where somebody would tell me today, like, yo, I'm fired and now I got to figure out what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I sat down when I was locked up and I was saying to myself, like, yo, God, on some G's on, like, what can I really do, like, that I would really have a passion for and love, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I heard my own voice basically saying fashion. And I didn't even realize, but I always realized at the same time when I was young, people always give me compliments, so you know how to dress, this, that, and the third. But I never, until that moment, took it into consideration, like, yo, basically I do have a little gift, why don't I utilize it? So when I was locked up on this bed, honestly, that's when I decided, yo, I'm going to take a shot at fashion. And with the fashion comes the embroidery, you know what I'm saying? And the freedom of expression. It's like music. To me, fashion is music, you know what I'm saying? You have the freedom to express, you know what I'm saying, whatever's on your heart, whatever's on your mind. And a person can wear it, you know what I'm saying? Just like with music, a person can listen to it all day and that song could motivate them. I can make an outfit or a sweatsuit or whatever that could motivate you and make you feel good to still bring you through your day. So to me, like, fashion and music just coincide.
It's a coincide. Yeah. All right, so with the brand that you created, right? Yeah. And how it all came to light for you. What made you choose the heart, the one, the sun, and the one? What? I mean, we attempted to dig down. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna happen is, right? I want to know. Yeah. I'm speaking for the people that want to know. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I want to know because at the end of the day, I'm gonna look. I can't wait till I get my motherfucking jacket. I'm gonna put me in order. That's a funny. You know what I'm saying? I told you. You're supposed to tell me. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? What gave you that? Like, what made that? The heart. .1.sun.1. Think about it. Because I love one. The heart. Okay. But one is simple. It's just a one. Right. They would only be the sun. The heart has to be out, and then the one. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to you. I wouldn't think I could bring that, but honest to God, because you could have put anything. Yo, I tell you, I was so searching for real, bro. Like, I was gonna do. I believe in Jesus Christ. I don't know about anybody else. I'll take the smile off my face. I believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I respect anybody that believes in what they believe in. If it betters you, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in Jesus Christ. And when I was locked up, my bid was good because of him. If you ask me, you know. It's not because I'm super tough or because it's really because of him. And throughout my bid, like, I had a lot of soul searching to do, and I sat there and I really asked him for something that would make sense to me, and really is something that's from my core. But I needed to also have a logo. I need a full brand, bro. And I never forget, I was in Green Correctional Facility in New York. Y'all know, if y'all from New York, y'all know at this time I had dropped down. I was in Green Correctional Facility. I believe I was in M2 dorm. Might have been N1. But anyway, long story short, I was sitting in 32 cube and I really was asking God that day, like, yo, I need something like that's of your approval that's going to really represent. And he gave, I would always say to anybody, and I'll never take it back, God gave me this. Bro, the mother, God gave me this. Like the way, even when I sit down, I look at it now, it makes sense. But like, how did I come up with it other than God? Like, God gave me that, bro. Sitting in the cell, bro. Shout out to God. God is good all the time. You're right. That should make me think of my sister and my niece, man, because that's their slogan all the time. Like my niece, too, about to go on 3, and
Amazing.
She'll say that shit fluently.
Yeah.
God is good all the time. Look, she want to say grace, everything.
Yeah.
Uncle, say grace. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. And she say that, amen. Like, so say it all the time, man.
To my son the same way.
Wow, that's what's up, man. All right, so we kind of really got into the. So is it all right? So is it? You said lotto.
Yeah, Lotto would be L-O-D-E.
Oh, so that's the breakdown.
Yeah, that's the breakdown. That's the breakdown of it. So anytime let me say Lotto, L-O-D-O is basically loved ones, day ones. It's just the breakdown. The acronym, I believe it's called.
Yeah, it's an acronym. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The acronym
for the brand.
Of Lotto is loved ones, day.
Please don't say Lodo. It don't sound right.
Let's be clear. I ain't know. I didn't know. Because like I said, listen, to be clear, we are some individuals that, just came into circumference.
That's a fact. Together, like my boss type shit. We on the same path.
And it was like, damn, I want to ask these questions. However, I want to ask these questions in a informal fashion. Yeah, of course. So, alright, so Lotto, nigga, is what I did. You feel me?
Not a person that two comes to me like, no.
That sounds crazy.
No, Lotto. Lotto, right? Live life like you win the lottery, but that's the concept I think with Lotto. You know what I'm saying? So every time talk about Lotto, I'm gonna do that.
Don't you fucking tell me.
If you ask me that, then I'm gonna think something.
Like, yeah, dude. Alright, so Lotto is whatever, and we got the breakdown of it. So, alright, so boom. Let's get back into the music.
Copy.
What you got going on with the music? How many projects do you have actually that's
out right now? Active project?
Yeah.
Right now I got the projects. Since I've been home and I got released February 28th, which is crazy too. Now I'm lying. It was February 22nd.
Okay.
2022, right? And I dropped Against All Odds Volume 1, which you can catch right now on any platform except for Spotify.
I think about to be fresh 3 years out.
Yeah, actually this month it'll be 3 years I've been home now.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
And then compliment
too. You know what I'm saying? That I've been home 3 years.
So you came home fucking.
I'm trying to take shotguns. Real life, I play with this. 7 years is a long time. I don't know. Be around there all day. So I was there. Rolled them out. No. I wouldn't recommend that you go. However, you had to be there to understand. Yeah, I do not recommend that. That's the only project I dropped. Was Against All Odds Volume 1, and that was dropped. Actually, I had dropped out on my birthday. When I came out, I believe it was April 9th, 2022. I dropped that on my birthday.
Okay.
And, since then, if y'all look on Spotify, you check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, whatever. I have no extra projects, but I have dropped a couple of singles. Okay. The single that I have out right now will be called Trust Issues, featuring Kia and Tracks. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that's out right now. Shout out to Jake Radio, San Francisco. They've been giving me some spins over there and stuff like that, so I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the current single. Also, this Saturday, which is February 8th, talk about it with the video for that song. You know what I'm saying? So you can go on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, check out Humble Hefe. Hefe is spelled with an H. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all looking up Humble Hefe, it's spelled humble, but Hefe is with an H instead of a J. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one with that name. If anybody else has that name, they copy and smack them for me because I can't get to. You know? I mean, I enjoy it too.
I wish I could smack a couple niggas.
You got no name?
No. I'm not gonna say they have your name. They might have Humble. But Humble Hefe. So this is the thing, right?
Okay, copy.
It's a thing that I do when it comes to the introductions. When I attempt to make the introductions for the guests that I'm having on the show, right? So yo, bro, I'm doing this shit. Boom, boom, typing in certain shit. Boom, boom. this is a good thing though. This could be a good thing because you're in the same company with some heavy hitters, and goats with some greats.
Appreciate it.
So humble Hefe, I type in. This shit said you must be talking about DJ Khaled. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, no, I'm not. Right? So then I'm like, all right, so boom. So then I'm like, all right, so boom. Let me attempt to like put this shit a different way or shit or whatever, right? So then I'm like, all right, so boom. Let me try to take the Hefe off because cause humble Hefe, that motherfucker popped up DJ Khaled.
I don't even know how.
Now boom, right? I said, let me take the Hefe off, right? And when I take the Hefe off and just keep the humble, they said, oh, you must be talking about Kendrick Lamar. I said, well, goddamn.
Is that serious? You know what's going on?
I swear, I'm like, yo, I'm like, damn. Yo, bro, look, I'm glad you said you're mad. Man, shit. You got like 5 Grammys or so, and shit, it was really well. With that old and then I get to thinking, I'm like, damn, this shit got to be really for real. Like, DJ Khaled, no G shit. You went from Khaled to fucking Kendrick, shit. For me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when it actually got it right, it came up with the introduction that it did for you. And the introduction that it, was suitable. However, bro, so that's, alignment.
Yeah, I believe in alignment. 100%, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to be the best at what I do. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? For it to be DJ Khaled, we the best. It's like it's telling me that I'm on the right path. Boy, you know what I'm saying? Like this, Kendrick, he got awards and shit. He's the one right Super Bowl. I'm trying to say that. So yeah, I'm checking that. Motherfuckers could have said Ja Rule or some shit. I'm
just saying, bro. Like this is, because I'm really a firm believer when it comes to alignment. I'm the type of nigga that like, listen, my brand, my business is, let me use this moment right now to go ahead and plug the motherfucking business, man. If you got some shit you want to do, if you need something that you need done as far as cups, merchandise, anything, shot glasses, anything, t-shirts, anything you need, you do it all. You just go ahead on and type in www.authenticordllc.com. Yeah, we can get it done for you.
You do it all.
Anything. It don't even matter what it is.
You do it all.
It don't matter what it is. You go ahead and plug in your website right now.
LovedOnesDayOnes.com. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there at that'll be February 11th. You know what I'm saying? It'll be back up. Go in there. We're an embroidery company, and not only do we have, or do I have, what you see on the website, we do, you know what I'm saying, freelancing and free branding for all brands. So anybody that has a clothing brand of any sort, you know what I'm saying, that you need an embroider for, you know what I'm saying, to get your joint stitched in, that's what I do. We got that for you. Whatever you want, high quality clothes for good prices. I'm going to beat any embroidery price.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I promise you that. That's what I do. I'm here to cut throat. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. Like, I'm keeping it real. So, a lot of embroidery companies, I realized through when I had started, like, they don't respect a hustle or a brand coming up from the ground trying to make money. Like, they would rather abuse you as a customer right now and charge you the craziest amount of money where you won't make no profit once you're trying to sell your clothes. You know what I'm saying? And I went through that a lot of times when I started out. I used to go to different embroidery people and stuff, and what they would be charging me per item was crazy. Like, I'm like, yo, what you're charging me, I'm gonna have to charge an amount to people in order to make something. That's ridiculous. You understand? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I realized, like, I felt like a lot of embroiderers and stuff, and I, from a personal experience, was really abusing the industry. So you know what I'm saying. I got involved with that, and I realized, like, I'm here to help people that's trying to get their bread up. Like, if you got a brand, I'm not trying to charge you crazy amounts of money in order to get your brand off, knowing that you're trying to sell clothes to make something to come back. So my whole ideal is I want to give you a price that's fair enough for you to make money and to be able to succeed as your brand in order for you to come back to me, and I'm going to succeed by keep giving you quality clothes and quality prices that'll make you prosper so I can prosper helping you.
Listen, man, because they say each one teach one. And then what I say is, if you know one, you help grow one.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because the things that you know, you give that information to other people to help them to grow. You know what I'm saying? This is a lesson I attempt to teach my son, right? I say, yo, do you want to learn how to fix your credit or get good credit when you're in your 30s or in your 40s? Why not figure it out now?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm figuring this shit out. I didn't have nobody to teach me, tell me, show me. Yeah. You feel me? You have individuals here as me, as Humble himself, as us, to show you and to let you know how to do better, how to be better, how to build your shit, how to create a brand, how to be an entrepreneur.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It don't start from just anywhere. It starts from somewhere. Listen to me when I'm telling you. It don't start from anywhere. It starts from somewhere.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? Let this right here be your somewhere where it starts.
You got to. You know what I'm saying? Every brand you think about, like Amazon and Google, a lot of these places and things started from like bedrooms and garages. These people that stepped out on something that they took a chance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pave your own road sometimes. A lot of people say they're staying in their lane. Fuck staying in your lane. Make your own street.
Create your own shit, man.
Street. You know what I'm saying? And that way you create the whole lane. You know what I'm saying? Whoever want to follow after you, that's after. So, you know, I'm with that.
Make it more enticing. Because, listen,
you stay out there.
The thing about it is, though, right?
Yeah.
People just look for somebody to follow. A lot of people just look for somebody to follow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They look for the next best thing to jump on, something that looks appealing, that seems appealing. They want to be the first to be the one to say they did it. To say they did it, or to rave, or you know, the first one to be like, oh, I put you on to this, or I figured this shit out first. People just want to be the first to say they learned it or know it.
Shout out Soldier.
The first thing everything first. The first thing is
I needed to abide before I had it, nigga. I don't want no big Soldier. You want it? I don't know smoke.
Everybody wants to be the first person, whether it's like, because this is the fucked up shit, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to be the first person to create some shit or figure some shit out. They want to be the first person to figure out the first person who did it. Because look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Okay, look. Like say if I put somebody onto a song or something, yeah, and now they win. Oh, yeah, it's my I'm guilty. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I can say this shit. This is why I can say this shit. I'm not saying about that song. That'd be the first thing you want to say. Like, you ain't even know that. Now you in here acting like you put me on. Yeah. You know I put you on to that shit. Better let me find out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all guilty of that. However, once you realize it, once you notice it, then it helps you to maneuver in a certain fashion. You feel me? Like, it's like, yo, we're attempting to teach y'all some things, learn you a little bit. You feel me?
That we already went down the road and had the had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? When you're learning from somebody else, you gotta understand like that person that's teaching you 9 out of 10, that's teaching you, they're supposed to have already learned what they're teaching you. So you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they learned the hard way, so respect it because they teaching you is saving you from going that hard way they had to learn. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That ass, right?
Your best bet is to pay attention.
Pay attention and listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Sponge, absorb all the knowledge and wisdom you could.
G shit, because this is for my younger listeners, my younger followers, right? I'm not telling you nothing because I don't get nothing from it. You know, you might have people that be like, "Oh, the game is to be sold, not to be told." I'm not really, you feel me? Like, I'm not one of those niggas where I got to need a check about you. You feel me? Especially if I fuck with you, if I love you, like, G shit, like, if it's up, then it's up. Like, I'm not here to get something off you or get something about you. Like, I'm attempting to show you what's real and what's not. Pay attention.
Listen.
Or
even if you ain't trying to, like, listen, at least hear what a person's saying.
Pay attention.
Word of love, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you pay attention and you don't agree right now, life usually has a way of making you feel like,
oh my Lord, say that.
Like, man, I don't agree with them. But right now, like, a lot of times, if they're speaking the truth and real shit to you, life has a way of showing you later that they was telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? So,
salute to my mom for that.
Word up, you just
Look what I swear.
Word, my parents too.
I'm telling you, it was a time where it was like, Mom, come on, you're a female, you don't know what you talk. I'm a young man out in this world, you have no clue what's going on. And then now I be finding myself like, I be telling my kids and shit. Right. I be having to call her like, yo, Mom, that's what the fuck I just told Naya. That's what the fuck I just told Jada. What, son? Same shit you told me when I was young. 17. You say, yeah. She be like, yeah. You know?
Yeah.
And then I just, you know, at that moment, I just got to give her more praise and I got to let her know, like,
You remember, you think about it, oh, you didn't want to hear that shit, but then you heard that.
oh, I know I'm so impatient now. Simply because the one time she took me to the mall and the first sneaker store I saw,
Yeah.
was the first store that I bought a pair of sneakers out of. She said, boy, we got a whole mall to walk through. Yeah. What you want? The first pair you see? Nah, I want these. Oh,
We might let you get another
bro, we might have made it. We might have made it through one more store.
Yeah.
And I tell you, nah, can I bring these back? Can I? Hell no. We all have it. And these are just lessons that are being taught to the young dude. Because I know I have the youth watching. You feel me? I know I have my peers watching. I have older people watching. Everybody that's watching, you have to know. Listen, if I'm telling you something, we're having this conversation, we're having this conversation and we're attempting to tell you something. It's coming from experience.
Yeah.
That shit is not
It's a man that been did time.
You feel me?
It seemed like
had to be right there. So we are here to let you know. Like,
shit.
You know, certain ways ain't the way to go for real.
I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I always say to anybody, any kid out there, it's better to find somebody in the free world to listen to. Because you're going to have no choice but to listen to whoever the fuck it is when you locked up.
I'm telling you.
How tough you is or whatever, bro. They're going to make you. I'm being real with you. You're going to be as tough. You're going to fight officers, small officers than you. Once they lock you in that cell, you got 8, 9 officers jumping on you, pepper spraying you. You can be as tough as you want. They're going to starve you out, boy. You in a box. They're going to starve you out. They bring you food. Now you can't eat. You're going through some real life shit, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I would rather you listen before you get in that situation, bro. Like, that should break the toughest niggas. I done seen it. I'm being real with you. I done seen niggas in cells, like, you talk to them tonight, tomorrow morning, they really hung it up. Like, don't put yourself in them situations, bro. That shit made me a believer. That 7-year bid I did, it made me a believer. I'll keep it told with you.
So let me ask you a question about that, right? Mm-hmm. When you did that 7, did you ever go back?
Nah. Mm-hmm. That was my first and only bid. That's what it took to make me believe it. That one state bid, I had one in and I had to go with town bid because I ain't gonna fuck before and out bail out all the time. I beat the case. Bullshit. I ain't gonna fuck bid that's invincible, tough long down. Yo, them niggas hit me with that time. And I had that number. I had to go upstate and made me believe it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm sitting there and I really had to see and live through how these motherfuckers really treat you and get away with what they do. It's crazy, bro.
It's certain things. Listen, and everybody has their level of clarity.
Tolerance, clarity, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their level of clarity where it's like, what may convince me or what may have convinced you is not enough to convince somebody else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
like it was me, I had to go through it.
Which is cool because I had to be the one to. This shit hot. You know what I'm saying? I had to be that one as well. However, now more so, look, it don't take much to convince me. Because I already know the limits that I had to take myself to be like, yo. Nigga, you tripping.
I know the repercussions.
I'm telling you. Sometimes when you're younger, or it's not even when you're younger, it's just
anymore.
Because you can be my age and still don't get it. Because I know motherfuckers my age that still just don't get it.
Yeah, ignorance.
They think they can finagle and make some other shit work that. Bro, that shit is not going to work.
Ever.
It hasn't worked.
Insanity. Doing the same shit over and over.
It's not gonna fucking work.
Don't work like that.
What are we doing?
Well, practice makes perfect, but I'm saying, like, if you keep losing at it, then you're practicing to become a perfect loser. Because you continue to lose and try a different type of practice.
You gotta practice shit. That I had to do something different, man.
Remember, all the way in the play. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, man, just what I will say, right? It's just pay attention, man. Pay attention is the best way to put it. Pay attention is the best way to put it.
All right, so our numbers, man. Okay, crazy numbers.
We're coming to the point in the episode where it's Duck's POV, right? This is just my point of view. You know what I'm saying? On what it's another quote. However, it may be a saying, it may be a doing. Matter of fact, before we get into that, let's talk a caveat. Let's talk because we were talking some shit off cam where I thought was suitable for a good conversation, right?
Okay.
Do we want to talk politics?
Yeah, let's go. Listen, let me finish this disclaimer out here right now. And no way, right? Picking no sides, right? I don't want no tobacco smoke, weed smoke, no food smoke, nobody, no vape smoke, no type of smoke, no right? Penny, I was no smoke out there. That's it. We're gonna have a conversation, people. That's good. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm all for it.
Alright, not a politician. I'm not a politician at all. I'm not political at all.
100.
I don't really do this shit. However,
what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the conversation we had and that we started to have, and just so we know, just so we're all clear, this is your first time, however, this is not your last time on here. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be back at this will be a continuous thing, you know what I'm saying? Where we can really just like G shit. Now, what's your thoughts and what's your stance on where we're at today with the government? With the government, let's just say the government. Because it don't make no sense to say the presidential shit. No, with the government,
I feel like it's nothing new that we see is going on. Like, and when I say this, y'all, I don't want nobody to feel no type of way, but like when it comes down to everything we're seeing, it's been seen before. in some type of capacity. It's been seen before with one another president, governor, something. It's been seen before. It might not have been seen on such a major level due to, you know what I'm saying, social media and all these other things to make it more in your face. But it's been done before, you know what I'm saying? We always have an error or some errors where we're going to have somebody in office that a lot of people seem not to like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, reality of life is you're never going to like everything somebody does.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, even your wife, your partner, the one you love, you're not going to like every motive, action, thought, and feeling of an individual, period. So you just got to weigh out the situations at hand. Like, is it more positive? Is it more negative? And how is it really affecting you personally? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, how I see it right now, I would just say nobody should have expected anything other than what's happening right now. This isn't the first time we had Trump in office. You know what I'm saying? This is the second term, people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all y'all are in an uproar about somebody that's already been here. We had 4 years of him already. We knew what it was going to be, what it was going to be. So, like, you're shocked about something that you shouldn't be shocked about. Like, we made it through 4 years of Trump before. He did some good things. He did some negative things. We'll make it through another 4 years of him, man. Just take it easy. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, I can't really say, like, as far as what he's doing to people being immigrants or anything like that, because I would like to talk about that. My parents are Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? But they are American citizens. They've been here forever, you know what I'm saying? But they're Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the plight of anybody that's an immigrant in any way, shape, or form and the situation that you're going through. Like, I do understand there's a divide in the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because Trump, in a sense, kind of makes it seem like every immigrant is a criminal, you know what I'm saying? And everyone isn't a criminal, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like the ones that may really actually be proven criminals, they fairly should be escorted if that should be the case. But if they're not, they're working, they're chilling, let them do it, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But I don't have the power to really dictate that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I vote for Jesus every year. I think I can do the same thing. I'm thinking about, like, I feel like at the end of the day, we voting for the wrong person. Every year we voting for a person to do something. The person that's supposed to be in charge of our life is the Lord. Vote for him. You got him in charge of your life, it's gonna be all right no matter who's in office. That's humble Hefe's opinion.
Well, that's tough. So what I would say, to just add on to that, and not to even drag it on, however, because we'll get to the POV after this. What I did learn, because I'm really not a political individual. You know what I'm saying? However, all the shit that I've listened to and the things that I did learn is that get next to the people that's in your community. Get next to them people. Like-minded individuals, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get next to them people and tap into those people that can help you in your specific community, in your specific situation. That's the shit that I've learned, because nobody has the number to this nigga Trump and to be like, yo, this shit's crazy down here.
Nah, but it's
ground. No, I'm saying. Yeah, no. I'm not saying. I'm like talking like formally, like say me and you. Like, we can't call it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah.
However, we can go to our, local legislators and our local community leaders and our
Congress people and stuff.
You understand? These are the more people that are more closer to on the ground that you can get next to.
Understood.
The people that are more accessible. So, if you have a gripe, so these are the people that you need to go to speak to these individuals. And that's just all I'm going to say about that, because like I said, I'm not really a political individual. I just wanted to touch on that because we have a little conversation.
Like, people will go crazy about, like, taxes and shit. I feel like at the end of the day, we don't have no control over the money after it leave our hands. We really feel like we be going crazy and shit. Holy shit. At the end of the day, I feel like every politician, governor, whatever, is taking the money and doing what the fuck they want. As far as you don't get caught, I ain't mad at you. Once you get caught, it's a problem. Just don't get caught. If you get let me keep it with you. But because at the end of the day, you gotta be real, bro. Once the money leaves our hands, we can't really control what they're gonna do. They're gonna do what they want. They got it now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They got it now. So now we mad. Oh, you shouldn't have did that, but it's.
However, this is why a lot of people say, you know, support black businesses and
your local businesses, shit, or the money.
I'm
support your local businesses, black small businesses.
I really went shopping for this fucking tee because I seen this tee and I didn't get this. I didn't get to purchase it because I wanted to wear it for this specific episode. However, happy Black History Month, man.
That's a fact. And we don't know.
Yeah. Look, because the T said, I am Black History. It said no month. It said nothing after that. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that hoodie, matter of fact.
Nigga.
Said that.
We need, you know what I'm saying, man? We need to, you know, we need to do it because you can rest assured,
Black History.
a lotto and a motherfucker, you can quote me on this, collab is coming soon.
We're talking about that.
Yeah, so just rest assured that shit is definitely coming. I can't wait to get my jacket.
Yeah, you got that Friday and get to that. I ain't even gonna lie.
Shit, I can't wait for that. Alright, so now that we go for the somber shit, let's get to this shit.
Yeah,
let's get to the POV, man. This
This is point of view.
No. You get my point of view and I want your point of view. Okay. The same way as the quote. You know what I'm saying? Because I picked that quote specifically because I picked quote specifically. If y'all forgot what the quote was keep going because you don't realize you're turning mountains into a speed bump. You know what I mean? Now the POV, which I'm going to give my point of view and I want you to give your point of view as well.
Copy.
We lose ourselves to darkness when we deny ourselves joy. So, we lose ourselves to darkness when we deny ourselves joy. Don't you ever dim your motherfucking light for nobody else.
You better not.
Ever.
Well, now.
Ever. I don't give a fuck if it's a nigga that's down to you, shorty.
Don't matter.
I don't give a fuck if it's a female that's holding you back, my boy. Don't ever deny yourself the greatness that the Lord is giving you.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Because when you wake up every day, I ain't even really trying to be spiritual or gospel-like or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
I don't want to push nothing upon anybody that's not appointed. Just know there's a higher power. There's somebody up there, however you believe it to be. You feel me? Don't never let nobody deny you the shine that your higher power is giving you. Just don't do it. Allow that light to shine, man.
I suppose you put that quote.
I'm telling you, man. Come on now. Give me your point of view of that, man. We lose ourselves to the darkness when we deny ourselves joy.
No, that's a fact. That's the truth. There's no lie in that at all. You know what I'm saying? Because joy is a light. When you're joyful, you're happy. You're up. Your spirit is up. You know what I'm saying? You got a different vibe. So joy it's light. There's no darkness in joy. You can't be joyful and have a darkness. So it's like, when you deny yourself joy, obviously you just denying the light which joy brings. So obviously it's gonna be darkness. I agree with that. In the visual, I agree with that, right? Because it's crazy. I was just watching on like Instagram or some. I believe it was Instagram and probably TikTok. Don't get mad at me for y'all that don't got TikTok no more. I still got it. I was watching on TikTok and it was like this I guess he like I wouldn't say sensei but basically like a spiritual advisor type of dude, and he said some real shit. He was basically saying how like at the end of the day we are in control of our emotions, like ourselves, like we no matter what goes on in the outside of us, like we really can't control that no matter what, but we can always control how we feel, our emotions type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times, like when shit be stressful, and if you just gotta choose if you decide to be stressed or if you're gonna decide to not be stressed, because I feel like every emotion gives you a chance to decide if you're gonna accept that emotion that you feel might be pushing itself upon you. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like depression is hitting you, you have to make a decision. I feel like if you want to be depressed or not. Now, if you have like that real medical condition or something, it may not be that easy for you. I'm just talking about the average individual. You know what I'm saying? But like, you always gotta pick joy, pick a positive feel, a positive vibe, because anything positive is going to bring light, it's going to bring energy, it's going to bring, you know what I'm saying, fruit, you know what I'm saying. But once you go into darkness, like, you don't see a plant growing dark, you know what I'm saying. So no matter what, if you don't have no light, no matter what you do, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to grow. Real joint. Like, you have to have light in your life in order for whatever you're working and planting seeds and manifestation for it to grow. You have to have light. If there's no light, none of your seeds is going to grow. Your farm going to be dormant. Like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm with that quote.
Gee, shit.
That's it.
I like the way you put that, good brother.
Appreciate you. I'm checking on you, bro, sometimes.
Actually done, man. So, yo, listen, man. That was perfectly put. That was a drop the mic fucking moment right there. You feel me? Like, that was a drop the mic moment, man. I appreciate you for allowing me to step into your space.
I appreciate you for coming, man.
We got this shit rocking. This is the first of fucking many.
I tell y'all.
This is episode 45. Salute to my guy, Humble Hefe, man. He made this shit happen, man.
Appreciate you. Lotto, not Lodo.
It's an L-O-D-O, however, it's Lotto, not Lodo. You feel me? We're gonna get some shit rocking, man. We're gonna get the collabs going and all that, man. Yo, listen, man.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in everywhere, man.
Everywhere. Thank you guys, man. This was another successful motherfucking moment, man.
I enjoyed myself.
I'm telling you, man. I enjoyed myself as well, King G. This was a good vibe, man. And as always, man, you can quote me on this.
Follow back. Shout out to everybody that's